Hello, welcome to Mantic Coins, and I'm Shay. I'm going to tell you about an amazing coin I found recently on November 22nd of 2017. I was searching coin rolls of $half that I purchased at the bank. Well, let's get right down to it. I found a 1925 Stone Mountain Commemorative $half. It's a beautiful coin. These coins were made with 90% silver and 10% copper, causing many of the examples that you'll find to have rich toning, often rainbow colored. It's 90% silver, weighs 12.5 grams, and it's got a reeded edge. On the front, you'll find Confederate Generals Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson sitting on horses. On the reverse, well, it features an eagle perched on a mountain crag, and it has the words, "Memorial to the valor of the soldier of the South." Now this starts making you think. Something to do with Confederate South. So I started investigating, well, who was the designer? Where was he from? And I discovered quite a few things. Firstly, it was how to pronounce his name, Gutzen Borglum. So Gutzen was the son of a polygamous Mormon. He was also a Freemason and a known member of the Ku Klux Klan. So now things start to unfold. And as I'm digging in a little bit, I look at Stone Mountain and what that's all about. So you may know Stone Mountain was the site of the founding of the Ku Klux Klan in 1915. Well, then I started looking at, well, who paid for this coin, and why am I looking at this thing? Well, it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, and it was minted in order to raise money so that they could build the statue or the carvings in the side of the mountain at Stone Mountain, Georgia. So you may also know that Gutzen Borglum designed and carved the Mount Rushmore carving. So that makes him pretty famous. Now, if you've been to Stone Mountain, you know that the Confederate President Jefferson Davis was also carved into the mountain, but on the coin, he's been removed. Now, there was also supposed to be some words on the back honoring the recently deceased Warren Harding, the President of the United States. And he was president from 1921 to when he died in 1923. And he was a very popular president while he was president. Only after he died, a number of things came to light that did not look good. So one of the things, later on, it was found out that Warren had a mistress. I think her name was Nana Britton. So apparently they had a number of scandalous hookups in the closet at the White House. Which later, apparently, she wrote a book and talked about how Warren was the father of her child. Another one of the scandals was the Teapot Dome scandal, where apparently some cabinet members had leased oil-rich land far below what the land was worth. It was actually one of the biggest scandals in American politics until Watergate occurred. So now Gutzen was a character himself. He had received this money and he began carving the side of Stone Mountain. And apparently an audit was done that revealed he was spending too much and he misused the money. So they stopped construction and kicked old Gutzen to the curb. He was pretty mad about that. He destroyed all of his models. So later, in the late 60s, they hired an artist to actually complete the monument. And then even he didn't complete it. Another artist finally finished it in the 1970s. But the original Gutzen carved monument was blasted away before they started. So there are known varieties of this coin. It's a minor variety as far as value goes, but you can see here that Stone Mountain and 1925 have doubling on the bottom of the letters. I thought that was pretty cool. But this is what you would look for if you're looking for the DDO, and I believe it's FS101. Now I looked for some prices on this coin, and you can see that in a VF20 it can range from $35 all the way up to known MS68 versions of this coin, which typically go for around $8,000. If I were to take this coin down to a coin dealer, I would probably expect to get about 60% of that, or maybe even less. So you can see that considerably drops the value down to $21 at a VF20 to $4,800 at an MS68. Now that would be a really nice coin. I think this one's around AU50 from what I've seen. Now, the double die obverse version of this, there are 3 that are graded, and their prices were between $200 and $800 depending on grade. And again, if you were to take 60% of that value, you're talking about $120 to $480. Now there is a bright spot here. There's an auction record set for an MS65 in 2005 for $37,375. That's amazing. So this one here, you can see, has some staining down at the bottom. But as far as condition, it's in great condition. I noticed a little wearing on his leg. Right up in here. But that's mostly it. It looks like there's a little bit of a weak strike up at the top of the coin. But all the stars are there. And it's got beautiful coloring. Now, due to lackluster sales, the mint milted 1 million of these coins, leaving about 1.3 million that were distributed. And there's a surviving population estimate of about 470,000 of these coins. And guess who got one? Coin roll hunting. That's right, guys. It cost me 50 cents. So that's the kind of treasure hunting that I truly love, where I can find a great, beautiful coin like this, research it, discover its value, grade it, figure everything out about it, and then either put it in my collection or sell it to somebody else so they can share in researching the history of the coin and adding it to their collection. So that's a wrap. I hope you liked the information. If you did, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be producing many more videos like this, and I hope to see you soon. Take care and happy coin roll hunting.